Ashley brings up that Candiace was very emotional in the car.
Yes.
And she doesn't understand why it's okay for Candiace to bash her friends on social media. Candiace tells Ashley that she's not going to be addressing her.
Ooh.
If she wants to talk to her, she can talk to her butt. Ashley says, well, let me see it as you walk away.
Stop right there. Listen here, man. I don't know if I'm watching the show right for y'all, but Ashley, you won some points with me with that one.
Yeah, that was funny.
Listen, it's factual.
Yeah.
Why was Candiace so emotional in the car? Because what we see is you're crying to the point where you're crying so much in the car. Nobody didn't hit you. Nobody ain't say nothing about your mama. Nobody ain't say nothing. This time, nobody said nothing about your husband. But you're crying. And Robyn was even there saying, I don't know why she crying.
Yeah.
You know? We see you crying. But then Ashley has I want to use the word audacity. Because she didn't do this in a confessional. She did this to her face.
Right.
Why were you so emotional crying in the car over a friend that you bashed on social media? Now, y'all can come in here and say that she didn't bash her on social media. That's all I see, Ash. See, I told you I was going to get them confused. That's all I see Candiace do. Yeah. Called her a fraud and things like that. So I'm like, I really don't see the oxymoron or like the inconsistencies of Candiace's behavior, and now she's crying over this friend. It's crazy.
I really think that Candiace thinks that, how do I put it?
Help me, Blair.
I feel like Candiace thinks, and I think this is why she's confused.
Okay.
It could be a reach.
Teach me.
But I think she feels like, hey, we say things about each other. We both go back and forth. We get into arguments and things like that. But at the end of the day, we should be good because we're friends. What I think Candiace is missing is that you can't control people's offense to what it is that you say. Whereas she's like, well, you said this and you did that. It's just like, okay, but you weren't necessarily offended by me. You know, you could have stopped talking to me. You could have had an issue with me and been done with me. But instead, you chose to say whatever you wanted to say. And I'm offended by that. And I don't want nothing to do with you. But she's like, no, we're in this tit for tat thing. Like, you did this, I'm going to say this. You didn't come out and tell your story, so I'm going to be mad at you, and you just deal with it, and then we talk about it. Like, you can't control somebody's response to what you have to say or what you feel about them. If she says, you said that part and I'm done with it, that's how she feels. I don't know what's so confusing about it.
I don't know, but guess what? Ashley said, look, okay, let me see that behind while, like, you walk away. Yeah. Continue, Blair.
Well, Wendy tries to break up the conversation, and she asks Robyn, is there anything that she wants to say to Candiace so they can actually like get this conversation out the way?
And what did Robyn say?
Robyn turns to Ashley. She doesn't even address Candiace, and she's telling Ashley how what Candiace said was unforgivable.
Do you think what Candiace did to Robyn is unforgivable during the time that Robyn was going through? No. How so?
Because I think Robyn was also upset about the fact that Candiace said that it probably wasn't wise that she spoke on Juan's case while he was going through it with the school.
Now stop there. Objectively, that could be correct.
Yeah.
Right? But you're my friend. Yeah. Why you like... And then on top of it, mind you, if you just said that, maybe that I can forgive you for that. But she went online. She went on somebody's show. And she was... Not only shows, I think there was tweets as well. Yeah. Not bashing Robyn. Yeah. So I don't understand. The reason why I say it's unforgivable, because based off of the classes that you have taught me with Potomac, Blair, okay, is that they are not even that close. Yeah. Really. So like this facade that Candiace is building for us, but basically I want my friend back. And Robyn's like, Candiace is just someone that I really never really had a problem with. She ain't like my best friend, you know what I'm saying? But like I could take her and leave her. But now that she quote unquote piled on me, I don't see how can I forgive her? It's not like we have a friendship to fall back on. I'm not gonna go so far and say it's unforgivable because, you know, girl, this is social media. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, we not friends and not going to be friends.
Yeah.
Dude, you get what I'm saying? So that was interesting. I do like the part that you did say that when Robyn was talking about the situation, or when Wendy talked to Robyn was talking to Ashley.
Yeah.
She basically was like, I don't have nothing to say to Candiace. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, Robyn says she's done.
She's done.
And she says, I'm not going to keep talking to you so you can run to Twitter and talk mess about me.
That's fair.
Yeah. And Robyn says, none of us should use social media to weaponize each other.
Oh, my
and then
goodness.
Candiace says, well, it's okay for y'all to weaponize my husband, though. Honestly, Robyn never weaponized Chris.
Thank you.
So, I mean, she said
you.
what she said at the reunion about, a man shouldn't be in a hotel room with a woman. That's just a statement. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, she even sat down and had lunch with y'all and talked to y'all and said how she thinks it's crazy that Gizelle is going after him and stuff like that.
She said it to Gizelle.
Yeah. So no, was Robyn, I wouldn't even say Robyn was like a complacent bystander. Like, she went out of her way to let Candiace know, I don't agree with that.
Listen,
you
preaching to me, Blair.
But at the same time, I understand Candiace's frustration because, Robyn, you're friends with Gizelle, and basically
you hit it right there.
Because you're friends with her, it. Like when you see people who are friends, like one is a super messy person and the other one seems pretty chill, you automatically are just like, okay, you got some of that in you. Like, or you're okay with that, or whatever the case may be. So Candiace really needs to be mad at Gizelle, honestly.
Look.
But Gizelle not talking to her. So.
You hit it. You was on the same road I'm on, but you made a left turn, and I'm going to keep going straight with this one,
okay,
right?
Go ahead.
Because Candiace went on to start banging the table saying, why the line always moving?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about the line, Candiace. No one is this is the season. Let me get everybody on one accord here. This is the season of Juan and Robyn, because they did not give us that last season. Why do you keep bringing your husband up in this season?
Yeah, that was last season.
But
she's still mad about it, which is fair.
Now, which will get me back to your point that you hit.
Yeah.
She's mad at Gizelle. And guess what? What Candiace really want to do, she just want to cut Gizelle out all this whole season. And guess what? Giselle's like, I'm not going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And my thing is 100%, I agree. Candiace has a habit, and I know y'all love Candiace for this. Y'all love Candiace for her reads. Y'all love Candiace for when she go in there and starts talking about people and down and basically just going off and things like that. I think that what got her beat up last time by Monique, it was in seasons ago, and things, and her mouth got her in trouble last time. But my whole point is, y'all love Candiace to go off and read people, but the fact that it takes a participant for me to do that. Candiace just not gonna come in and just start yelling at Gizelle and things like that, as much as she may wants to. But what do you do when Gizelle says, I'm not gonna talk to you? So what do? You just keep bringing up my husband. Y'all talked about my husband. My husband was listen, I find it very hard to believe that Robyn colluded with, is that the word, colluded?
Yeah.
That she colluded with Gizelle and said, you know what we're going to do? We are going to talk about Candiace's husband and Candiace and things like that to hide what's going on in your family. I find that very hard to believe. If it happened, guess what? I'm the fool, But Candiace, she needs to get over this whole thing of my husband, and the line needs to stop moving and things like that. Because at that point, people don't want to hear that no more. You know what Robyn did? She said, you know what? I ain't got to do it. I ain't got to do this. I'm walking away.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? How do you feel about her keep bringing up her husband? Now maybe something behind the scenes happened. Maybe he lost some things behind the scenes. But from what I've seen,
as an audience, we don't know what impact this had.
Because as the audience, we was all on your side.
Yeah, nobody believed
Gizelle. Gizelle is already viewed as disliked on this show.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of things that we're going to believe Gizelle over you, even you, Candiace. And I feel like this show and this audience gives Gizelle too much power. And things like that. But Gizelle is the one, in my eyes, winning right now because Candiace is steamed. She wants to go off. Because outside of that, all she keeps talking about is last season, things that went on last season, things like that. This is the season of Robyn and Juan.
Yeah, this is what we wanted.
And you keep trying to take us back to this lie that Gizelle said about Chris. We don't care. The same thing as Juan and Robyn yelling out, talk about we don't care. Candiace, we don't care about the things that you was lied on with Chris and things of that nature.
Yeah, because nobody believed
it. So we don't feel that sorry, and we're not there with you because we was there with you saying we support you. So we're like, hey, let it go. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Robyn walks away. Continue.